don't think any of us know what to expect, including those that are about to take the green.
500 laps here, you just never know what's going to happen. But one thing we do know is going to happen, they're getting ready to drop that green flag, and boogity, 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 we're going to go racing on a Monday, boys.
Very orderly, no contact through 1 and 2. Same for 3 and 4.
Yeah, I don't see anything real weird happening. That extra substance they put on the track this morning doesn't seem to have affected it much at all. The guys are getting right to it without any problem.
Well, I think if anything, it has a lot more groove than a lot of drivers are expecting. We saw Chase Elliott really make some ground up on Kyle Larson down the back straightaway through that first corner. Kyle Larson was a little bit cautious. Then he saw in his mirror how much he was gaining, and he moved down to the bottom.
Now you just saw Martin Truex get a better drive off the bottom of turn 2 than Blaney did off the top, and Jimmy Johnson was stuck 3 wide for a minute, and he's kind of backing up everybody down in 1 and 2.
Yeah, that 48 car is loose as a goose. I mean, he's all over the place, and he's got cars all around him that are wanting to get by.
The cars that seem to be really good here on the long runs are those that turn the middle really good or really loose in and off. We see a change for third place here. Martin Truex Jr. Fast race car early in the race.
And Hook in the bottom.
That's the key, Mike. That is the key. You've got to get right down up next to the apron. Get those left sides there as we see McMurray trying to make a move to the inside.
McMurray looking there. Going.
He got him.
That's by Ryan Blaney.
5th place.
I think that bottom is going to be the way to go for a while, but I tell you, it doesn't take long. A couple hundred laps, they're going to wear that substance off. It's going to be up to the top.
Well, and also, DW, it's going to lay rubber. As it lays rubber, you start skipping on top of that rubber. There's grip, and then there's no grip. And that's where, again, the variables that have been plagued here at Bristol for these drivers and teams are going to continue.
And by now, 7 laps in, the bottom is truly the preferred groove. We see Eric Jones, Jimmy Johnson, Eric Almirola backing up on the high side.
Well, one thing we saw in practice, and I think we're seeing here in the race, once you got a little heat in the tires, they really adhered to that substance they put down, the grip strip. And I think that's what we're seeing, heat in the tires. Now you can get down there and go.
Well, I mean, it's been a long time since I've been to Bristol, and I've seen every single car right against the apron. I mean, this truly is old school Bristol right now. What's Kyle Larson going to do when he finally does catch the tail end of this field?
I know what he did on Saturday. You know, he had a car to beat here. He started on the pole, set a new track record on Saturday for the Xfinity cars.
Oh,
he lapped the cars. He lapped them all the way up to 8th place.
Sorry, DW. 22 Logano got into turn 3, got real loose and went up the racetrack, lost several positions.
That's the thing about this joint, Jeff. You can see every car all the time.
Let's have a look. And what happened to Joey Logano getting into 3 on the right side of your screen?
Hard to say. It looked like he just drove in there pretty deep behind Trevor Bayne and lost. I don't know if he lost the back of the car, but that's what I would anticipate right there. That's we see a change for 2nd place here. Martin Truex Jr. going by Chase Elliott.
78 car looks mighty steamy right now. Got by Elliott, and you know, Larson's way out there, but that 78 is fast.
Truex fastest car on the racetrack, and Logano recovers and drops in just in front of Trevor Bayne. Now it's Casey Kane up on the high side. He's going to get freight trained first by Denny Hamlin. Now he's got to battle Eric Jones.
Mike, I'm just not, if your car's real good right now, I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
I don't think it is.
I don't think that's a very good thing.
I think this track is going to change a lot throughout this run and throughout this race.
Now, Clint Boyer in the 14 just gave up a spot to his teammate Kurt Busch, but that car just doesn't have a lot of drive up off the corner and up in the high groove. He's going to give up a couple more.
Well, I think what Jeff is saying, and I think what we know from past experience here, as the rubber builds up in that lower lane, the cars are going to tighten up. You want a car to be a little free. The crew chief always says it'll come to you. Well, just don't wreck it till it does.
And I also think, DW, what they saw in the Xfinity race on Saturday was that bottom groove was only there for a period of time. And then the top groove came in. To be good on the top, you've got to have the car turning really good up there. They're anticipating that top coming in, but it has not come in yet.
Now, Chase Elliott is 3rd, but he had difficulty lapping Reed Sorensen. The lap cars have kind of moved up high, Timmy Hill and Reed Sorensen, but down in the corner, they want some of that grip too, so they're going to drop down. And there you see Ryan Blaney making the move on Sorensen, and here comes Kyle Busch. As long as those lap cars are looking in their mirrors, there should not be a problem. Chris Buescher had to start in the back with a backup car, so he started 39th. He's picked up 11 positions.
Mike, here's where you get into trouble here. The 42 car of Larson, he's caught the back of the field. That's going to slow him down. That's going to allow Truex and all these other cars to catch up to him. That's what you fight here. Lap cars lose your momentum, and here comes somebody from way, way back that you got to deal with.
And just as you say that, DW, look at that. Kyle Larson realized it's going to be really challenging to get by these lap cars on the bottom following them. I've got to move up top. He moved up top and checked it out down in 3 and 4, and he moved right back to the bottom in the next corner.
Now there is a line of 6 cars just in front of him, and they're all bottom feeders. So Larson, to lap them, is going to have to stay up high.
Mike, in practice, remember on the Friday and Saturday, Larson was the only guy that would venture up to the top. He was trying to get that top groove to come in for him, for himself.
And again, he shows the way to the rest of the field here in this race. He's the first one up there. He's making it work. Look at the momentum he gets off the corner by using that top groove.
I think this is going to work fine until he gets to Landon Castle in 30th place, because Castle's running the high line. That might be a chance for Larson to drop down low, unless Danica Patrick catches Castle and puts him too wide when the leader gets there.
I remember what Keselowski said about Larson when he was up running that high line. He said, well, he's going to go down swinging.
Kyle Larson, your leader in Bristol.